EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and the world-renowned city of Louisville, Kentucky. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Mexico City taking on the Lumberjacks of Louisville. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
Start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Bigsby once more.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When you look at this defense, they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Bigsby trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, Is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Thunderbirds' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ross now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Morales. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
But you look at this defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they need.
They tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Slot man moves right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On now is the punter, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Ross. They set up the screen to Chubb.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Ross. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Ross. That is caught. It's a room to maneuver.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still... Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Bennett.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Bennett. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Another run by Bigsby.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Bennett looking to throw. That's complete to McBride.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions, 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just...
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Tank Bigsby.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Ross off the play fake, on the move to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Ross.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Okay, great. First and 10, here's Bennett. And this pass caught by Gray.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Third and 1, here's Bennett. Able to find the open man, that's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards through the air, caught the D off guard on third and 1. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Okay, ready? 19 Bennett, one final shot before the half.
He'll buy some time right. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Riley Moss. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb.
B.J. Ojulari able to make the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Ross.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So they bring out their punter. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Bennett will look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Tackled there by Jordan Battle. 2nd down and 6 now. To throw is Bennett. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing here on third, Bennett. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Thunderbirds have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw is Ross. Off play action. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's stumped. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Ross.
A quick throw there is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Ross. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Samuel going to go in motion right. Here's a give to Bigsby.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Bigsby.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Completes a Mooney on the slant.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ross. He finds his man complete. That's Morales.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw again. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He finds his man complete. It's Stump. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Got that cheat code off there. Jump off side.
Operating from the gun, Ross. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Ross from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Stump. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Operating from the gun, Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Operating from the gun, Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Build that momentum offense.
Operating from the gun, Ross. Being chased out left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point try now from Dicker. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ross throwing to start the drive. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ross now to throw on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.